The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Jinro, the real value, the real soju since 1924. Welcome to the 16th Annual C Awards. Presenting our winners is our founding editor and president, Kevin Limhoko.
Warm greetings and welcome to the 16th C Awards. I'm Kevin Limhoko, and I wish I could be with all my guys, all my entire team, but unfortunately, as like all of you watching this right now, we're all going through these very, very difficult times with the pandemic and all the challenges that ensue because of it. So it's been very difficult for all of us, but I just want to reassure our readers and the industry that the C team has continued to press on. We've been working very hard as a team. We've actually divided the teams between North and South to try to be able to continue our testing processes and our commitment to the industry and for the consumers. So the North is actually handled by Carl and his team, and the South is handled by me and my team. And of course, unfortunately, this team is divided between the two as well. So it's pretty funny because Chris Van Hoven and Nex Kalanok and Paulo Deborah have really been working extremely hard. So I really want to pat these guys in the back. Really, they've done an incredible job. And then we got Gerard behind the scenes virtually, was given his compromised situation himself. He's been living this pandemic even before the pandemic, which is incredible. I mean, so I'm very, very grateful to the team. And I just can't express that enough, really, because this C Magazine is not a single entity. It's not just run by myself or Carl. This could not happen without the team effort of every single person. We also got Francis Pagliarco and Maynard Marcelo, of course, handling the motorcycles and their respective teams as well. But unfortunately, Francis, being the tuner guy, is actually not gonna he did weigh in the voting, but obviously when it comes to the final nitty-gritty, he's really into the tuning cars, which kind of disqualifies him in a bit. So, but we love you, Francis. Now, just a little housekeeping. Now, obviously in the old C Awards, this is the 16th, like I mentioned earlier, but the 15 beforehand always had some incredible production. We always had food for everybody, a lot of drinks and a lot of entertainment. So forgive us, because obviously we ourselves have to adapt to the current situation like everyone else. So please bear with us. We have some housekeeping, well, I wouldn't say rules, but what I want to be able to share with you guys is, obviously I'm gonna after this little speech, I'm gonna power through, because time is very precious for all of us. And I know your attention spans, everyone's busy doing one thing or the other, whether they're in-house or they're in their homes or in buildings. I know how difficult it is. I mean, it's incredible. But again, I want to reassure everybody that C Magazine has not stopped. We actually, prior to the pandemic and during the pandemic, we haven't stopped our testing and our commitment. So these are actually the results of that. So this is almost an entire year of testing. So we do have cars that were tested before the pandemic and cars that were tested during the pandemic, but we never dropped our testing procedures. Of course, we conformed for safety, wearing the masks and the shields and all that, and making sure the cars are clean and disinfected and all that. But the actual testing was never compromised. And this year, like every year before it, it just keeps getting more difficult and difficult. No, which is a good thing, because the consumers, I've said many times, are the king. In the end, the consumers have never had, I keep saying this every year because it keeps getting better for the consumer. You have a lot more choices, and there's no real bad vehicle anymore. In fact, I can't point out a vehicle and say, oh, that, don't even bother, because they're all good. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's really been truly proven, and the numbers don't lie. when I say numbers, I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about actual dynamic performance, the things that we do, our instrumented testing, and of course, as consumers ourselves, as we represent you, we know what we want to buy. We know what's important to us and what our friends and family would appreciate. So the gaps between all these vehicles are so narrow now that it really comes down to personality and budget. What you're looking for, what's important to you. You know, we have a big family or small family, or you're still single. It's not in your plans, or this could be a second car. All these different variables all put together. So I'm going to power through each category. I'm going to be very quick because we have a lot to go through. If I'm not mistaken, according to Chris and Nick's, we're looking at 42 awards this year. We've expanded it because now we have enough vehicles in, let's say, the electric vehicle category. We now have 4. We usually have only 3 per category but this time, since they're there's odds and ends, we have the more affordable vehicles and we also have the premium vehicles, but we had to combine them. And also be fair, just because a car is very inexpensive doesn't mean that it'll win. And a car that's also very expensive or very difficult to buy doesn't mean that, okay, because it's expensive, we're going to automatically disqualify because we can't afford it. No, it really depends on the balance of affordability and usability. And lastly, our Pachola Ramirez awardee, I won't say his name yet, but obviously all the details of not just the Pachola Ramirez Lifetime Achievement Awardee, but also every winner, every description is listed in our November issue. So don't fret, guys, if you are a little lost when I start to announce who the winners are, and you're bewildered and wondering why this vehicle won against the other. We explained that in the November issue. And if any of you guys have any complaints, by all means, reach out to us. We're all available to explain. But do know that with absolute respect and honor, we have treated every vehicle with all of that. I mean, we completely in this non-discerning. I mean, we are discerning, but we're not non-biased. I mean, we really truly chose the vehicles that truly deserve the win, even if it's a very small margin.
The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Jinro, the real value, the real soju.
So with that, we will begin with the cars categories, beginning with the mini compact category. And the nominees are the Toyota Wigo, the Honda Brio, and the Suzuki Espresso. And the winner is the Suzuki Espresso. Now, at this point, we would like to do all the clapping and all the cheering, but guys, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to power through. We're going to go straight to the next category, and that's the subcompacts. And the nominees are the Toyota Vios, the MG Alpha 5, Mazda 2, and the winner is the Mazda 2. Next category, the compacts. The nominees are the Mazda 3, Honda Civic RS, and the Kia Forte GT. And the winner is the Kia Forte GT. Next category, the premium premium subcompact. And the nominees are the Mini Cooper S Hatch, BMW 1 Series, and Mercedes-Benz A-Class. The winner is the BMW 1 Series. Next category, the premium compacts. Or did I mention that already? No, premium compacts, yeah. See, even I get confused. And the nominees are Audi A3, BMW 2 Series, Mercedes-Benz B-Class. And the winner is the Mercedes-Benz B-Class. Next category, the Premium Executive Car. The nominees are Kia Stinger GT, the Jaguar XE, Lexus IS, and the winner is the Kia Stinger GT. Next category, mid-sized, and the nominees are Honda Accord, Volkswagen Lamando, Mazda 6 Skyactiv D, and the winner is the Volkswagen Lamando. Well, I want to pause for a second about that because there might be a little confusion. The Lamando had won initially, and the Mazda 6 won last year. The reason why this is the only time I'm going to explain it because people are going to be like, what the heck? How did that happen? The Lamando won because it was actually able to prove itself through the whole year that whatever little doubts that we had initially were quelled, that it actually is very much built in the same quality as Volkswagen sold anywhere around the world. And every owner that we've asked and interviewed just absolutely love it. And they're very pleased with it. So that was just enough to take the win. So now, next category, the Premium Mid-Sized. The nominees are the Audi A6, the BMW 5 Series, and the Lexus ES. And the winner is the Lexus ES. Next category, the Premium Full Size. The nominees are the Audi A8, the BMW 7 Series, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and the winner is the BMW 7 Series. Next category, the Ultra Luxury category. Nominees are Aston Martin Rapide, Bentley Mulsanne, the Rolls-Royce Ghost Series 2, and the winner is, once again, the Rolls-Royce Ghost Series 2, which is now going through its new evolution. It's actually going to have a new generation coming up, but it's just so damn good. Anywho, next category, the Grand Tourer category. The nominees are the Rolls-Royce Wraith, Aston Martin DB11, and the Lexus LC500. And the winner is the Aston Martin DB11. Next, sports car category. The nominees are the Toyota GR Supra, Mazda MX-5 RF, and the BMW Z4. And the winner is, it's one again, the Mazda MX-5 RF. Hard to beat, guys. The balance of power, exhilaration, fun, connectivity with a car, and being affordable in the same time. It's hard to beat. Next category, the premium sports cars. The nominees are Aston Martin Vantage, the Porsche 911T, Mercedes-Benz AMG GT, and the winner is the Porsche 911T. Next category, Super Sport. The Lamborghini Huracan Evo, Ferrari F8 Tributo, and the Nissan GT-R Nismo. And the winner is the Ferrari F8 Tributo. Next category, this is actually a special category of this. It is the solo segment. We created this category for this 16C Awards because there are actually some cars that are complete. I wouldn't say they're orphaned, but they seem to stand on alone in their own very niche market. And the nominees for these are the Subaru Livorg, Suzuki Jimny, and the Hyundai Veloster. And the winner is the Subaru Livorg.
The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Jinro, the real value, the real soju.
All right, guys, now we are going to go to the more than cars, which is we're beginning with the mini subcompact crossover. And the nominees are the Kia Stonic, the MG ZS, and the Ford EcoSport. The winner is the new Kia Stonic. Wow. Next category, the subcompact crossover. The nominees are the Geely Coolray, Kia Seltos, and the GAC GS3. And the winner is the Geely Coolray. Now that is a great car. Wow. Next category, the premium subcompact. The nominees are the BMW X1, the Lexus NX, and the Volvo XC40. And the winner is the BMW X1. Next up, the compact crossover category. And the nominees are the Mazda CX-5, the Geely Azkara, and the Honda CR-V. And the winner is the Geely Azkara. Wow. All right, the next category is a premium compact crossover. And the nominees are Mercedes-Benz GLC, the BMW X3, and the Audi Q5. And the winner is the BMW X3. Next is the mid-size crossover category. And the nominees are the Mazda CX-8, Hyundai Santa Fe, and the GAC GS8. And the winner is the Mazda CX-8. Next category, the mid-size SUV. And the nominees are the Nissan Terra, the SsangYong Rexton, and the Ford Everest. The winner is the Ford Everest. The next category is a premium mid-size crossovers, and the nominees are the BMW X5, the Lexus RX, and the Porsche Cayenne. And the winner is the BMW X5. Our next category is a full-size SUV, and the nominees are the Ford Expedition, the Nissan Patrol, and the Toyota Land Cruiser LC200. And the winner is the Nissan Patrol. Our next category is a premium full-size SUVs. And the nominees are Audi Q7, the Lexus LX, and the Range Rover Velar. And the winner is Audi Q7. Our next category is a compact carrier class, and the nominees are the Honda BR-V, the Mitsubishi Expander Cross, and the Suzuki XL7. And the winner is the Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Our next category is the MPV class, and the nominees are the Toyota Innova, the Maxus G50, and the Chery Tiggo 8. And the winner is the Toyota Innova. Holds again. The next category is the minivan class, and the nominees are the Toyota Alphard, the Kia Grand Carnival, and the GAC GM8. And the winner is the GAC GM8. Next category is a full-size vans. So the nominees are the Maxus G10, Toyota Hiace, Hyundai Grand Starex. And the winner is the Toyota Hiace. Next category is the pickup trucks. And the nominees are the Nissan Navara, the Ford Ranger Raptor, and the Mitsubishi Strada. And the winner is, once again, the Ford Ranger Raptor. Next category is the hybrids. We're able to fill this hybrid class finally because we now have a much more hybrids in the market, which is fantastic. This is the way the future is going. I don't even say future. The future is now. And this is what we're supposed to be doing. But I guess the Philippines is a little slow to act to it. But here we go. The hybrid class, and the nominees are the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, and the Volvo XC60 T8. And the winner is the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. Our next category is the electric vehicles. This is the one I mentioned earlier that now has 4 in its category. And the nominees are the Hyundai Ioniq, the Chery Arizo 5e, the Jaguar I-Pace, and the Porsche Taycan. And the winner is the Hyundai Ioniq.
The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Jinro, the real value, the real soju.
Now we go to our motorcycle category. Now this is going to be I wouldn't say a fish out of water here, but of course Maynard would have loved to do this, but given our situation, I'm going to do it for him. So we're going to begin this with the scooter class, which is 150 cc's. And the nominees are Honda ADV 150, Kymco Like 150, Yamaha NMAX 155 ABS. And the winner is the Yamaha NMAX 155 ABS. Next category, the scooters with 400 cc's. And the nominees are the BMW C400X, Kymco Exciting S400, Suzuki Bergman 400. And the winner is the Kymco Exciting S400. Next is the Underbone 150cc category, and the nominees are Honda Supra GTR 150, Suzuki Raider R150 Fi, Yamaha Sniper 150, and the winner is the Suzuki Raider R150 Fi. Next is the Backbone 150cc category, and the nominees are Kawasaki Rouser NS 160 Fi, the Suzuki Gixxer Fi, Yamaha FZI, and the winner is Suzuki Gixxer Fi. Next up is the standard class of 1,200 cc's, and the nominees are the BMW R9T Pure Indian FTR 1200, and the winner is the Indian FTR 1200. Next category, the Sport Naked middleweight class. And the nominees are the BMW F900R, the KTM 790 Duke, and the winner is the BMW F900R. Next is a Super Naked class, and the nominees are the Aprilia Tuono V4 Factory, Ducati Street Fighter V4S, and the winner is the Aprilia Tuono V4 Factory. Next category is a sports bike but 300cc category, and the nominees are CF Moto 300 SR, Yamaha YZF R3, and the winner is the Yamaha YZF R3. Next up is a superbike class, and the nominees are the Aprilia RSV4 1100 Factory, the BMW S1000 RR, and the Ducati Panigale V4S. And the winner is the Ducati Panigale V4S. The next category is a Sport Tourer class, middleweight, and the nominees are CF Moto 650 GT and the Kawasaki Ninja 650. And the winner is the CF Moto 650 GT. Wow. Next category is the adventure bikes in the 400cc class. And the nominees are the KTM 390 Adventure and the Royal Enfield Himalayan. And the winner is the KTM 390 Adventure. We're almost finished, guys. The next up is the cruisers below 1,000 cc's. And the nominees are the Harley Davidson Superflow, the Kawasaki Vulcan 900, and the winner is the Harley Davidson Superflow. And our last category is the Dual Sport 150cc category, and the nominees are the Honda CRF 150L, Kawasaki KLX 150L, and Yamaha WR 155. And the winner is the Kawasaki WR 155.
The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Jinro, the real value, the real soju.
Next up, we have the C Drive of the Year, folks. Now, even though I mentioned earlier that the explanation for this winner will be in the November print issue of C Magazine, I still want to express very quickly, as quickly as I can, that this is not the fastest, it may not be the most exciting, but it was really thrilling in a very special way because of its connectivity and because of the promise of what it could do. And the pricing was also, I wouldn't say easily attainable, but it is realistic and it is the future. And that C Drive of the Year is the Jaguar I-Pace. I loved it. It's a great vehicle. It really is. Does it all. And lastly, but definitely not the least, as everyone always says, we're going to talk about the C. Pacholo Ramirez awardee. Now, the awardee, before we present him, again, even if we're going to talk about it in the magazine with a full interview, I just want to say that this guy is amazing. He's done an incredible job for his brand, and even his experiences in his previous jobs, he did a great job. He truly deserves this award. And even though he's not thinking of retiring for a long time from now. Ladies and gentlemen, he is our new awardee. Stephen Tan. Well, that's it, folks. We wanted to be able to, as a team, do this 16th C Awards as quickly as we can. This concludes the 16th C Awards. I wish we could have done this better and done it the normal way as we usually do. But like I said, we're here to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, C Magazine's not going away. We are fully committed to the industry, to our readers, and to our friends in the industry, and to the manufacturers, everybody, and our advertisers and partners. We are here to stay, and we're completely committed. And so on behalf of my partners, Michael Ulier, Carl Cunanan, and Paula Martel, I'd like to thank you, but not just my partners, but the entire C team. Because like I said earlier, this is not a singular enterprise. This is a work of a huge team that very much works like a family, very closely, and I really want to thank them and thank their commitment to us and to you. So it's quite amazing. And I also want to thank our sponsors, Security Bank and Genro. Now, when we were brainstorming about putting this together with Chris and Nix, we had a funny bit at an idea of drinking a Genro shot at every winner, but I think that would have ended badly for me and for everyone else, right? So we passed on that. But I'd like to give a final message that, ladies and gentlemen, this is a time of hope. I know it's very difficult. We have to stick together and be kind. Be kind to one another. Because this is actually the time for the human race to show its best. Not its worst, but its best. So this is really a time. Everyone be good to one another. Whether they're a stranger or of a different race or different creed or what have you, or it doesn't matter. Be good to one another. Everybody. We're all human beings. We're all part of the one race, the human race. So only together can we get past this horrible pandemic and live and thrive once again. So with that note, guys, our thanks, and we'll see you again soon.
The 16th Annual C Awards is brought to you by Security Bank. You deserve better. And Genro, the real value, the real soju.